This morning, suspected CEO killer Luigi Mangione is held without bail in this Pennsylvania prison, fighting extradition to New York after this outburst outside court yesterday.
As a completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
It could be weeks before Mangione is returned to New York to answer to murder charges in the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. In a new interview last night, NYPD officials said investigators continue combing through forensic evidence.
You can see that he was very methodical in his actions. We know that he arrived in New York City well before the incident took place. He was paying everything in cash. He was leaving a very, very light fingerprint for us to try and find him.
For months, Luigi Mangione had stopped communicating with family and friends. His mother last month filed a missing persons report in San Francisco. A former roommate in Hawaii says Mangione struggled with a back injury.
He did let me know that the severity of his back issue was such that it was very difficult to have physical relationships with women, that it made things painful.
This x-ray of a spine posted to his social media account. In addition to back pain, Mangione also posting about brain fog and sciatica, at one point writing, "It's absolutely brutal to have such a life-halting issue." Investigators are also focusing on notes they say Mangione had when he was arrested, saying, a reminder, the U.S. has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly number 42 in life expectancy. Another saying companies have simply gotten too powerful and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. Mangione's attorney urging the public not to rush to judgment, saying his client will plead not guilty to all charges.
If you're an American, you believe in the American criminal justice system, you have to presume him to be innocent.
Friends from his elite high school in Baltimore, where he was valedictorian, expressing shock at the arrest.
I've still been in a little state of disbelief that this kid that I knew from high school 8 years ago is now the most high-profile killer, allegedly, in the country.
Mangione's family has deep ties to the healthcare industry. His grandfather, a reported self-made millionaire whose portfolio included nursing homes. The family known to donate to local medical facilities.
An insult to the intelligence of the American people.
As Mangione fights extradition to New York, his outburst outside court now in the spotlight. We spoke to ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer.
What do you make of that outburst, and could this be setting up a possible defense?
But New York does have a defense of what's called extreme emotional distress that would make a murder charge turn into a manslaughter charge that would take 15 years to life look more like 5 to 25 years. So in his instance, he may say that he is a victim of healthcare insurance system, and that put him in a headspin that existed at the time in which he committed this homicide, and then the jury would have to decide whether or not that's reasonable.
Mangione appears to have been inspired by the Unabomber, according to a police report obtained by ABC News. Meanwhile, his lawyer's office says it's being inundated with calls from people looking to pay his legal bills.